inspector now and go to actions, you'll notice the action is automatically set to next card. So if you're in the browser mode and you're clicking, you'll go through these. So now it comes to Mars. Suppose we wanted to do something special for Mars. I've got some other web pages